Hi, I'm Jen. Welcome to my channel. Let's find out what's going on today for the collective. Okay, so Angel of Balance. So this is like she's holding something, and the idea I think is like to not let it tilt. So like it's just like a small, steady, focused steps right now. You're starting something new. There's you see those the pyramids in the back? That's very structured and solid, right? It's been around. So there's something that you're using to, I feel like there's some ideas that you have that are cemented where you're like, okay, as long as I abide by these 3 things, this is like, be compassionate and kind to yourself while you're moving forward. Don't rush into anything, and it could be like, make sure you're doing things for you and nobody else. Like those kind of ideas are like what's coming through. On the bottom, we do have deceit. And this means like just tossing like a couple coins, like it's nothing. But like honestly, I think it's something to him. It's like, you know, the people that talk about money the most are the ones that, like, I don't know, for me, it seems like it's kind of like the people that talk about sex the most. It's like they're probably not getting it. That's what I understood as a child. Like, well, not a child, but as a teenager, like you'd always hear like the guys who brag about it are probably the ones that aren't getting it. I don't know if that's true, but it's like the money thing too is like the people who brag about money usually aren't the ones that had to work for it, because like when you earn your own money, you're not going to be like talking about it like in detail. You're not going to be you're not going to be like bragging about it, I would think. Like if I don't know, if you had to work, you understand how hard it was to work, and you would have been put through the process, the gauntlet of like having to, go through all your haters and all the betrayers and all the, people that come into your lane. But the people who just get it overnight without really appreciating it, I feel like those people are the ones who brag about it, because they don't really understand like, what it means. Like when you put these things in front of other people, what that can do. And so why it's important to keep, your cards close to your chest as opposed to like showing everybody what you have. Tell me more. There's a contract, and then a door to personal healing and happiness. Okay, and this contract, like the eyes are closed, so it's almost like this is done. This is these things are being balanced out. It's almost like it makes me feel like the way her eyes are closed, like there's no way this cannot be balanced out. It's like we already know what happened. We already know what you did. Tell me more. There's a community on the bottom. Okay, tell me more about this community. Tell me more about this community on the bottom. There's a road trip with music and Halloween. But like the Halloween is like this, what is that? Who's that, Jason? Like, I don't want to go on a road trip with Jason. I don't care if there's music, Like, I like music. You could play my favorite song list, and I still don't want to be this dude in a car. Tell me more about this community. Church and police. Okay. So this is like a really religious figure, maybe. Oh, okay. This is like traditional, but like religious. This is like rules for me, but not, what is it? Rules for thee, but not for me. This is like rules for no reason. This is because I said so. That kind of reasoning. So I feel like there's some sort of justice coming to, because it fell more on this side, and it's like there's some sort of justice happening with these people who think that because they're holier than thou, that the rules don't apply to them, and I feel like this is actually balancing out. Tell me more. Communication. Tell me about this communication. Depression. Someone's depressed. Oh, but this kind of looks like police lines, but like it's depression, like tape. This is tape, and all it is depression over and over and over again. So someone's coming in to talk about their depression. Oh, okay. So this police in the church, maybe someone's trying to communicate like how wrong they were about their ideologies about religious reasoning, or their mindset. This music, Halloween and road trip, makes me think, 'cause there's like a single dude behind the wheel, and he just thinks he's like, it looks like a bank robber that just got off scot-free. He thinks he got away with it. You know, the music is kind of like party mode. The Halloween is kind of like predator mode. That's why I'm feeling those vibes over here at the community. If there's some sort of like player, like haha, I got away with it energy, I feel like that's what's being dealt with currently. Tell me more about this phone call coming in, this communication. Show me more about that. Another balance work-life. And overworking is that way. I couldn't read it, so all I saw was a balance and work life. That was a faint line. This overworking, this need for you to overwork is now fading into the past. That used to be the thing that all you did, and then we have rest here, and that looks so comfy. I would love a new comforter set, and it's like this. I love these white ones, except I have dogs that can jump up on it. But I love the idea of just an all white bed, and I love the idea of like all white furniture at times. At times I do. At times, and then it fades when I see that my dogs and you know what, screw the dogs. I drop shit. If I could find a couch that was like this and it was stain resistant, sign me up. I'll go there. Okay, so rest is, oh, I love this. So rest is coming for you. Oh, it's like instead of Jason coming for you, like rest is coming for you. So you have a pillow and a comforter that's about to like jump on you and like just like kidnap you, so that you are about to actually really rest in life. And you know what this actually looks like too? It reminds me of like maybe you're going to get a massage. You know, you're getting some sort of spa treatment. I'm seeing like, you know, like a bathrobe, one of those really nice white terry cloth bathrobes. Okay. Yeah, because you graduated and you're protected. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't have to ask. It just came out. Graduation and protection. You've done what you've balanced things out. You balanced your karma, girl. Good job. Or boy, whoever's out there. That's awesome. Siblings is on the bottom. So number one, sister, leaning on her brother's shoulder. Missing a sibling, healing a relationship, spending time, surprise, needing a sibling, desiring a sibling, best friends. I feel like this. I feel like this is probably you for yourself. You do this for yourself. Okay. Let's see what else we need. What else is going on with you right now? What else is going on with you right now? Confusion. Vanity. I feel like this is that's what's coming to rest. It landed on this has been this has messed with your sleep patterns, nightmares. Like I know I've had situations where I'm like, I'll have like flashbacks, and I didn't know what they were at first, but it's like flashbacks to people, places, and things where I experienced what I believe to be PTSD. I haven't had a lot of people who can confirm that for me. It feels like if you don't show up like a certain way, that people don't believe you. So if you're too calm for a situation, they're like, no, I don't think you have PTSD. But it's like, and maybe give it another look, because like I'm explaining these things, but because like what I explain and what they're seeing is conflicting for them, and what they think, you know, PTSD should look like. I feel like there are times where it gets dismissed. Like, you're just too calm to have this. That's what it feels like. I could be wrong, but I know, like, I've had to look up PTSD before, because I'm like, I think something's going on here. Something's off. And I can tick a lot of those boxes. And because I've been through so many different experiences, and I've learned to get myself out of that energy, it's still challenging, and there's still residual energy, and there's still things that take years to drop off, I guess, if you could say. Or like, you know, I don't want to think of the people that hurt me in the past, and I really don't want to go back there. I don't want to reconcile. Like, if you did something pretty dirty to me, like, why would I want to see your face again? Why would I want to keep seeing your face? Like, I'm trying to forget that shit. That wasn't fun for me, you know? So like, my hair hasn't grown back from it yet. And so like, I I feel like this is what's coming to rest, is like the need to like, it's almost like this is what's happening, this is what's falling away, is like this constant need to like confuse yourself. And because there's people who are just, these are the people that are falling. See, this guy looks like God, right? And then, so that's what's falling with the church, is like these people who walk around thinking that, and if you watch, I've been watching some of these clips on YouTube from TikTok, and things are, I've said this before, things are actually really, I wasn't aware of, because I don't watch TikTok and stuff like that. I just watch YouTube, and I really wasn't into those kind of compilations, but I've been watching them, and they are helpful because it gets you insight to what other females and people are thinking and like seeing out there. And well, it's not like, obviously it's not, it's still like social media, but it's helpful to see like people are waking up, women are waking up, like we're not willing to tolerate this kind of bull crap and being treated like a, you know, like we don't matter, and like we're just meant to be servants here on earth because the Bible says so. Because the Bible told me so, you know. And so this is what's, I feel, coming to a head, is like just these, because for me, it's been a lot of men that have been insecure and tried to push me down so like they could bring me down to their level, and then below, right? Because they don't want any competition. And then there's also women who have been in their kind of like masculine energy, where it's like, but they're what do you call that, wounded masculine? They're unhealed masculine side of themselves, because we all have like masculine and feminine, but like these women, like they're not in their feminine era, they're like more in their like competitive, like I hate you era, but it's like I don't even know you enough for you to hate me, so what's going on there really, right? And so I've had people like that who just get competitive instead of companionship, you know, competitive instead of community, and it's just it's when you see it, it's gross, right? And it's just like, I can't rock with that. How do you rebuild something with that? How do you, you know? And so like this communication, I don't know what this is going to look like, but honestly, I'm screening my calls, and I'm not in a place where I really want to receive phone calls from someone who chose to like cheat on me, or you know, kept telling me I wasn't enough, and so like kept dating other people, or family members that like, that's a tough one. Like my family members, those are the ones that I would work with, but at the same time, it's like, if you have so much work to do, I can't bring you in right now because it would be destructive to what I'm doing, right? So it doesn't mean like I don't love you, but this is not a good time for me to reconnect with people. And you got to be careful, because a lot of people will use kids as their crutch to get in the door, you know, and they're gonna, like, people showing up with kids thinking like that's gonna be okay, like I'm gonna, you know, not me personally, but maybe you, whoever is going to open the door just because they got kids with them or something, like that's not going to work. That shit doesn't work anymore. So like, just be careful of people who are trying to get their way back in and using, you know, using kids, that's a fucked up way. But these people are being put to rest. Tell me more about, I want to know, where's that deck? I have it. I just need to figure out where I put it. Is that it behind there? I think that's it. That is not it, but it's going to work. Tell me more about these people that are being laid to rest. Dark attachments, third parties, influences. Yeah, these are people that have been trying to, look, they're standing there at your door like begging. But like, if you don't give it to them, they'll be nice at first, but then once, it's kind of like, okay, this reminds me of, I think it's coyotes, that I watched this video and the coyotes came to their back door and they're like yipping and like kind of like trying to get the house dog outside to play. Like they wanted to entice the house dog, the domesticated dog, to come out and play with them. So they're, because the family was like, oh, look, they look like they're, you know, he's playing with his toy or something, or he looks like he wants to have fun and play. And it's like, well, from what when you read the comments, it says, coyotes do that because they're trying to entice that dog to come out, and then I guess they attack it. So like, that's what it feels like. This is when I see this card that's like, hey, like come out and play. And it's like, once you say like, no, I don't want to, it's like, that's when they get aggressive, because like you told them no. Like when you tell these things no, that's when shit goes down. They look really cute right now. They look almost like a domesticated dog, right? But they're not. They're feral inside. And like when they don't get their way, yeah. And on the bottom here is, you're better off. Happiness, perspective, clear headspace. Yeah, because look at this, under the clear headspace. Like this is what happens when these people come back. And because it doesn't seem to matter. Like they just can't understand, like you don't know what you're talking about. You're just wearing a purple robe with long sleeves. You grew your beard out and you got a cane. And that doesn't make you wise. And age doesn't make you wise. But some of these people think because I'm older than you, then I can talk down to you and be condescending. And some of these people think that just because they have a bigger house than you, or money in your bank account, or they have more of a network, that makes them some sort of like, you know, holier than thou figure that you should, like, why aren't you looking up to me? Look up to me, you know, like, why are you looking up to me, kind of thing. And it's just like so messed up. It's like, if you could see what I could see, you'd know. But they don't, right? They don't know. Tell me more about you. Tell me more about you, what you're experiencing here. Actually, I want to know more about this music road trip Halloween. Tell me more about that. Heart fog, mixed signals, blocked emotions, clutter. That's what these people are. That's what they are. They're just bored. They're just looking, they're like bouncing around from person to person to see who's gonna bite. It's like a fish. It's like plenty of fish. Don't ever go on that online site. It's not great. Mixed signals. This is like hot and cold. Oh, it's like hot and cold. You know, for a hot air balloon, you gotta put hot air in it to make it rise up. So these people are full of crap. They're gonna blow smoke up your ass just to deflate it later to make you drop. It's, oh, this is like support, but like the trust fall. You know when you have that trust fall and like they'll catch you for the first couple times, but then on the third time they're gonna drop you. And on that third time, because you really trusted them, you're really gonna hit your head hard, and it's gonna be your recovery before was like maybe you kind of fell off to the side and caught yourself with your arm and maybe, you know, scraped your head, and the next time you fell, you're like, okay, I skidded my hands, but I'm okay. Like, I'm okay. But this third time, they're really gonna like try to get you good to keep you down. That's what it feels like. Tell me more. Oh, it didn't hit the floor. Okay. Hoping, waiting, expecting, manifesting. So the manifesting here paired with the hoping, this is like making a wish, but it's like unrealistic. This is like I don't like the, I like hope. I don't like hoping. Hoping is like sitting there expecting something to happen. These people are hoping. These people are hoping. They haven't done the work to actually, like, there's no little seeds. They haven't planted any seeds. Not one of them are missing. This looks like a full-headed dandelion. And so there's no seeds missing. So they actually haven't planted anything. So they can't harvest anything because they don't even know how to, like, their fear keeps them blocked from even planting seeds. You know, so that's why they go and harvest everyone else's shit. They don't know how to grow their own. They're users and abusers. And it's unfortunate. Like, you know what? I had a challenge of planting seeds, like in the garden, and I've got more information on it. I got more experienced and I learned. And you know what? Like, that fear mentality keeps you stuck. Like, when you are in fear and lack, it says, I don't have enough money to spend on seeds to do like a trial run. And that's why some of these people are so fearful, like, and why they're not entrepreneurial, because they see like the creative stages as a waste. Like, I can't waste that. You know, I can't try a new recipe because, I mean, sometimes you can if you don't, like, there's a time and place for it. Like, if I don't have a lot of money, I'm not going to go and try a new recipe. I get that. But that doesn't mean like that's my life. That's just a temporary period right now. When I do have money, then I do try new things. So, but these people won't do that. They're always going to be in that, like, that lack mindset where like every little drop of water is going to count. Every light switch needs to be turned off. And like, I get, there's a difference between like conserving energy and then somebody who like makes their life a living, like other people's life a living hell, to go around and make sure, do this, like the general. Like, dude, like, just relax. And I don't know, I think sometimes that attitude of like militant energy, it almost like grows that sort of like rebellion energy because it's so pressed. You know, it's so controlling that it's like, it's almost like this person is pushing something down, and it's like a matter of time before whatever it's pushing on, it's going to squish it through the edges and have to escape. And that's the people that are in line with these militant individuals. Like, they're just my way or the highway, my way. And then you're like, I'm out. Like, your way sucks, dude. It's so selfish. These my way or the highway people are selfish. They don't know how to compromise. They don't know how to be creative. And they don't know how to communicate. They don't care. whatever they're doing works for them. I don't know how this ends up. I don't care. It's not for me anymore. So the hoping, be aware of when you're hoping for someone and you haven't seen them plant their own seeds, and you don't see that they do things for themselves, and you see that they're their own worst enemy, and that they just get their own self into more and more trouble. Though that's a sign. Like, I remember I met someone, and I'm like, okay, you have potential, and then I just saw, like, dude, you just made a bigger mess out of your already big mess. Like, you're not, it doesn't even feel like you're just trying to clean up, and like, you don't like creativity, like you're spilling shit all over the place. It's so weird. Like, they're so messy, but they expect everyone to clean up after them. You know, like, they're the ones who, like, they can spill the crumbs on the counter, but once you do it, God forbid, they're going to be right there watching you. But you're like, but you did that last night. Those are your crumbs from last night. I just added them. Oh, me, okay. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of like attitude. And I don't, like, you know what? Sometimes you all need reminding, but that's not what this is. This is like, this person needs like a hobby. They feel like it makes them feel strong to look over other people and look down on them and like give them a hard time, because they feel like they're having a hard time, but like their hard time is because they're not willing to try anything new. They're not willing to like take a load off and lighten up and like, oh, I can't do it. If nobody does it, it won't get done. Well, you know what? I've been in that place too, and guess what? I learned to lighten the load too. So it can be done. And dude, I was carrying more than you. So quiet down, calm down, go get a cookie, and let's figure this out, right? Like, it's just like this hoping without action is going to lead to humiliation, you know? And I think you already know that. I think you already know that. Show me more about this. Clinging, holding on, obsessing, watching. These people do watch you. I didn't believe that at first. When I would watch readings, I would be like, no, they're not. Like, I mean, you know what, they just seem so busy, you know, and like that they had so much more going on than me. Like, I was like in their way, or I wasn't enough, or I was, you know, and the fact of the matter is, these people are watching you. I've gotten proof of that. I don't like to, so when I'm in a reading, I just, it's based on what I've experienced in my life, because I don't think it's fair to speak on something that I don't have knowledge on, because that can be unfair and it can be misleading. So like, if something's coming up and I haven't experienced it, I'm gonna let you know. Like, I don't have experience in that. I do have experience on clinging and what that looks like, and it's from a number of people. And so like, if there's people that haven't yet like contacted you, you can be sure that these people are watching you somehow, and that's so fucked up. And I'm not scared. It's not like a scared thing. I'm like, I want you to see me grow. Hold on to your whatever, because I'm going to give you a show. It's coming up, and like, I'm going to be growing. And you know what I feel like, once you get to that point where they actually see that you're growing, they're not going to be able to watch anymore, because they don't want good things for you. They're going to be like, oh, lucky, oh, she just slept her way to the top, oh, it's what she wore, you know, she's, oh, maybe because she's somewhat attractive or something, or maybe she's younger than me, so that's why she could do it. You know, they're going to give you every excuse in the book as to why you did what you did. Drifting, slowly parting, disconnecting, detaching. That's you. This is very natural and beautiful, and this looks like tears on a window, like as they're watching outside your house. This is why I want a fence. I do want a fence. It just is, and it gets to the point that drifting is like, it's where the, you know what, I don't think there's anger there anymore. There's no hate. It's just like a disinterest. Like, you know what, when they were disinterested in you because you didn't want to give them, you know, you don't want to do their work for them. You don't want to give to them effortlessly with no return. Like, that disinterest, and then they went and found somebody else. Like, that's kind of, you're like, I'm just not interested. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't have to tell you anything. It's like, the feelings are gone. You know, you had me years ago, and I gave you that much time, and you did what you wanted with that time. You don't get more time. Like, your time is up. That's kind of what is being said here. Your time is up. Like, it's like you've closed not just a chapter, but like a book in your life, and now you're ready to write a new one, like a brand new book. And a brand new cycle, because you're just like, I'm so done with this. Frozen, silence, stillness, no words. Closeness, sexuality, seclusion, intimacy, frozen intimacy. The intimacy is frozen. You can't thaw that shit out. You with all the extended periods of time where they didn't reach out, where they couldn't, you know, it's not like they couldn't, they wouldn't give to you like they should have. There's so many like chances that these people had, and they just chose not to be kind. They chose to be cruel like a winter. I honestly don't feel like there's going to be any words coming either this time, but like if they communicate, because it's like it's still like I just don't see that happening. Farewells is on the bottom. Yeah, goodbyes, finality, and closure. This is where I've had a conversation like this previously with a family member, and I've had it with a couple coworkers where it wasn't a whole conversation because they're not going to admit. Like if you accuse them what you know they're doing, they're never going to admit to it. So it's just a waste of conversation. So like I've had conversations that coworkers reach out. I know why they're reaching out, and I'll be friendly and civil, and then I just like boop, block, because they're just fake. And like I'll give chances, like, you know, it's been 3 years, so maybe you've changed, and you look on their Facebook and they're still the same, and then the conversation is still the same, and you're just kind of like, oh, there's just like, I don't know. It doesn't hit like it used to, and it's because there was an addiction to attention when you're in connection with these people, and so you're just no longer it's like it just doesn't hit you like it did before. I don't know how else to say it. This feels good. This is a calm, like this is what your farewell feels like. I've closed that chapter. I'm no longer accepting people that treat me like a piece of shit. You know, and I gotta do my own shit right now. So like, if they're coming back, it's not gonna be on their time. It's not gonna be like, they can't just show up at my door. They can't just show up at your door. They can't just show up and expect that because they call you, that you're gonna answer. You know, that they leave a message, that you have no responsibility to return any phone calls. It's been years. Like, where have you been? We're not that close anymore. You don't have access to me like you did before. You know, that's the difference. The emotions that were there before are gone. I just have no interest anymore. It's old. Like, what made you think that I would stay interested this whole time? It's gross. End of story. I just opened it like this. It's like that's the end of the story. It's like, there's your book. Done. Case closed. That's what it is. That's exactly what this is. You're just done. This is over. You've closed a chapter. You've closed the book on a chapter. You're ready to move forward. That feels good. Okay, so if this resonates and you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. This kind of the content I'm making here is like to help people who are going through challenging times and maybe don't have that support system. And so that's what I'm here to provide. Anything that I've experienced that will help you. You know, even we can just share our experiences together if that's something that people are interested in doing. But just creating a community where there was none. And so with that being said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.